time for this one last matchup here. BRU United Esports versus Echo Fortius. And let's go. This is going to be the match of showdown, the last one for today.
All right, we were talking about win conditions, right?
Yeah.
So let's start with BRU United. What can they do really well comparatively to Echo Fortius? Now they've got Noel with the broken. They've got Noel with a lot of mobility. Will be able to get the stun in if he's able to get into the middle of it. I do believe that the shield as well will be able to negate quite a bit of the damage that comes in, provided that he times it right. Golden Feet, long range snare, along with Soul Shackles would actually make Echo Fortius be a little bit more wary if they want to be committing into some of these fights. Because all it takes is just a very brave Morgana to be in the middle of the fight, turn on the Soul Shackles, and pray that she doesn't get exploded. Archony playing the Renekton, quite a bit of roaming potential here if he's able to get the clear. But going up against Hunyega, I do believe that he is going to be having a little bit of trouble here because Hunyega will
Everyone's
got to be careful.
Is going to try to go straight away while we see Sir Dum moving in here for the follow-up. He's in range.
Oh,
misses
no!
a shot, but gets the follow-up anyway. First blood still goes to that Lee Sin, but it almost looked like the Riven was able to get away with it.
Saddam almost losing it out. Hopefully that wasn't going to be the case for him. If not, that would have been very, very bad jeers from his teammates though. However, he did not miss out on the opportunity to take him down. First blood going over to Saddam could actually bring him a lot of advantages here if he plays it right.
So you spoke about the win conditions for BRU United, but what would be the win conditions here for Echo in terms of the lineup?
Yeah, as I wanted to actually exposit about that first blood happened. So I think that's what we need to see from Echo Fortius, right? Saddam piloting the Lee Sin, I believe, is going to be paramount in terms of trying to get these early game advantages over Noel.
Trying to get some jump into Tree ZL. Again, both of them just trading that health pretty much because there's no rotations to be worried about, at least until those Rift Herald and the Drake comes out. But I think Arcany might be lost and out on the lurch there, unfortunately, thanks to that kill. And he's going to be out for the next 14 seconds. And that's probably going to give Echo a lot of initiative on this Baron lane.
I think Hunyega dropping the barrel on top of Archany's head definitely working out wonders for him. I think he was able to match the roam that came from Archany. And this is going to be, I think, very, very much in favor of Echo Fortius. I think the difference between Echo Fortius and Persis is the fact that Echo Fortius is a lot more safer comparatively. I mean, when we looked at Persis, they tried to force a lot of things that I feel that if it didn't work out in their favor, left them kind of in the dust, right? Kind of like slack-jawed and a little bit more like, oh my goodness, how do we get out of this situation, right? I think we put ourselves in a very hard spot. But I think Echo is a little bit more calculated in their approach comparatively to Persis. But BRU United, though, they are known sometimes to be quite a bit of a slow starter here, depending on the compositions that they have. BRU United,
nice setup.
Here we go. Dominus gets kicked out, though. Archany will be able to get it. Caldeming right into the slice and dice, right into the stun. Will be able to get it on to one. First kill in favor for the side BRU United, as well as their first turret. It seems that the first kill and first turret go hand in hand for BRU.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, again, you have the kill advantage, and you naturally already have space creep.
Of Echo Fortius, they are actually having some of the right ideas here, but as we can see again, Saddam right now, I don't know what's he doing in the middle of that.
Look at that!
He immediately gets rooted by Golden Feet,
yeah.
and once he gets rooted, right, he's out of position. Buriram just collapsed on him, and it seems that Buriram is slowly but surely, trying to get back. Ooh, Noel almost gets popped there, but we do see that over to the bot side here. Buriram United looking towards scoring their second.
But no, Hunyega jumps into the middle there, gets a knock-up. That's going to be a kill for one. Can they get a second one, though, as they do lose the turret in the end, so Buriram is attempting to disengage here, but what the Jess gets picked off, though. He unfortunately had to take one for the team as he was a little bit too close for comfort there, and Echo was able to pounce straight onto it.
Ulexite using that second skill on top of the ultimate death to close the distance. Ichithian Rain definitely doing a lot of damage there for Ulexite, but the main reason that they were able to get it was because BRU United were very adamant on breaking the tower. So we do see that for Echo, they returned the favor as well, but they are still far behind. not to say too far behind, excuse me. They are still at least behind in terms of one turret here. So this is where BRU United has to be very wary of how they're going to be using this pressure here. If it opens up, so we can see from the map here that because top side has been opened up and bot side has been opened up, their choices to go for objectives are a little bit more open. But they have to play around the mid side priority. If not, the team from Echo will be able to collapse. Remember, they're still ahead by kills though. So that's going to be something that BRU United has to be a little bit more careful of.
Yeah, have to take very measured steps here, and they're
Be,
tiptoeing their
very
way.
paramount for members of Echo to actually fight this out, but they got to be careful.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
just
what
in
just?
the middle of it all, very beautiful Dragon's Rage there, but he gets rooted for his troubles. In
Yeah.
the middle of it all is going to be Golden Feet. They got to be careful. Noel is going to be fighting out Hunyega, first one to go down.
Yeah, and the rest of Echo not really pressing issue too far, but it's still keeping BRU within sight though. But neither team does want to try to force this into an all-out brawl. They're just really just content enough with losing Hunyega. They don't want to lose any more than that, unless they lose that kill advantage. But BRU United doesn't seem to be too interested in backing off, and if anything, they're just holding their ground here in the mid lane. Oh, that shot almost was going to cancel out the recall. Not going to happen this time though, as the Galio now moves to the bottom lane to try to meet 3ZL, and the Infernal Drake coming out now. This is going to be a juicy target for Echo, so they definitely want to try to start this here. They managed to spot out what Jess forces him to go back. Now they're going to be focusing all damage onto that Infernal Drake. It looks like they may actually finish that way too quickly than BRU were able to react though, but they still jump in anyway. What a Jess gets a root there, but he gets pulled all the way back into the back line, and that's going to hurt him a little bit. The shielding keeps him alive for a while, and that allows BRU United to pretty much disengage here. Could have been a lot worse, but then again, Echo still wins the objective. That's 2 dragons in hand for them.
Dragons in hand though, but look at that, the arrow is coming into play. And I feel that that's going to be an issue, a huge issue in that sense, because they are going to be taking out that tier 2 turret, opening up even more opportunities for BRU United to come into play. I do think that, yes, I do agree. 2 dragons, Infernal and, oh my goodness, Serdum.
Yeah, Serdum, the only
Yeah.
Dom.
I mean, there was nothing much to exposit about that. We all knew what was going to happen to Serdum. But touching on to my point again, 2 turrets, excuse me, 2 dragons in their pocket for Echo. Great, sure, right? The Justice Punch and the taunt. So this is going to be an issue here for Echo that they need to troubleshoot along the way. Dragon coming into play. It's going to be the sustained dragon here, the Ocean Drake. I feel that Echo could actually win out big if they score this, but Trizel...
No. Trizel just picks off there, and now Hunyega and Serdum can't really jump onto this Drake here to try counteract it. In fact, they're now facing an attack coming in from BRU, but that's only to scare them away from the pit, allow the space there for them to take this Ocean Drake. So finally, after 15 minutes, BRU gets the first dragon in hand. It is the Ocean Drake, so that's going to certainly make them actually a lot more stronger than Echo United at this point. The sustain plus like the presence they've been having on this map so far is just causing a lot of bleeding to come out from Echo's side, and this is only going to make the economic situation even worse now, because Echo is going to have to fight a lot longer against BRU from this point on.
And looking at it here, comparatively to the scaling gameplay that we did see, these teams here, not entirely that crazy in terms of the scaling, but what they do pretty well is, at least for the members of BRU here, CC is pretty strong across the board. They do have a strong poke, poke potential there with Bank as well. Getting one of those long-range Dark Bindings that could work out for him.
Yeah, oh, good catch there, and we have managed to take out the Gragas, but that's not the high-value target they're really looking for. Maybe they might be able to catch Serdum, but they didn't quite land the hit there, so Serdum may be able to turn it around if rest of Echo is going to be following through. 5th time he gets locked down there again, and it could have been bad, but yeah, those are the kind of mistakes that I think that Serdum needs to try to avoid, or rather try to avoid those kind of situations, but it seems to be happening yet again, and that's the thing that's been able, at least on BRU's side, to interrupt whatever sort of combinations that Echo is going through, because if Serdum out of the way, they're not going to be able to bring himself to full bear, and now look at that, melting him down. That's going to force a revive to come out, and he's in deep trouble if he's not able to bounce out of the way. He gets slain by Golden Feet, and now things are looking very bad for Echo as they will have to back off, they will have to disengage. They lost the Lee Sin, and with that, a lot of value.
Value seems to be leaking out of Echo like an unfixed faucet. And I'm thinking that this is going to be very, very tough for them to, not to say climb back from, but it seems that BRU United's tempo as well as cadence of pushing and pulling seems to be working out wonders for them here. Because with top lane getting more and more priority, if they're able to break down another tier 2 turret in the top side, in the Baron side, then it's going to be freeing up the Baron to come into play for BRU United. And if, as I said it, they are going to be going for it, we're going to have seeing a Baron dance here between Echo as well as BRU United. But they've got to be very careful though.
They're trying to go on the sideline here, but the rest of Echo is coming to bear, and the rest of BRU does as well. They've already gotten one kill on Arcany. Can they get another one though, or will they be forced back off? The health situation is not looking good, and they lose out 3ZL. This is not the situation they want to be in, as they're a little bit too spread out. And Noel is just going absolutely ham in the back line there, forcing SirDom's hand, and in fact he managed to lock him down, gets a kill onto him yet again. Echo United, Echo is just completely falling apart at this point, because BRU United has taken down 3 of the members, maybe even a 4th here. They can lock down Lamsey or Hunjaeger, but both of them backed off into the base.
3-4-3 here.
Still around the corner though, so they're trying to find an opening on the outside here where 3ZL and Hunjaeger are, and looks like they're going to try and just dive straight in. Alchemy with the shield and lots of damage
They
done.
stole it!
They stole the dragon, and then now coming for their lives. Echo United, they already lost 2, 3 people, and BRU are still rolling in, rolling towards their nexus.
3ZL as well as Hunjaeger, only surviving members here, and it sees that 5-man from BRU United are going to be closing this out. All they need to do is just focus their little bit of damage here, and then the Elder Drake buff is going to do the rest. Kaboom goes the Nexus here. Excuse me, kaboom goes the turret. I thought they were going to go all in for the Nexus. Excuse me for my misplaced confidence in BRU United, but it's only a matter of time before the inevitable victory of BRU United, provided they don't throw it all out the window.
I mean, they took a little bit of a breather to take the Baron Nashor first, so with that Baron buff in hand, I think BRU will have a much easier time handling the high ground here. Nevertheless, though, Echo can still try to fight their way out of this here, but unfortunately, with the buffs a little bit strong on BRU's side, even though they have the Infernal Drake and the Earth Drake on the side of Echo, it's still not going to be enough, especially if you consider if BRU decides to go for the Elder Dragon, it's going to be all over, because the increase in buffs there is just going to be immense, especially in a defensive position here. Man, even up to this point, SirDom hasn't even hit his max level yet, so the farming is all but stalled now for the Lee Sin, and that's just going to further make it harder for them to react to whatever BRU is going to attempt to do on this next high ground push. Nevertheless, though, Echo are still trying their very best to hold their ground and hold steady here, but they know it's only delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, the inevitable doom of Echo Fortius seems to be on the cusp as BRU United here. But it seems that what's just in a lot of trouble will be popped off here. But it seems that all 3 turrets are down. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, the super minions are already out and they're already hitting the Nexus here. It's already a 3rd down, and the rest of BRU is just keeping them occupied on the top side. The minions did the job here, but it's really BRU United that deserves all the credit for this first game win.